he was. All we saw was video of him going down the escalators and all of a sudden tossing two people. And he claims it's self-defense. And at one point at the end of the video, he just sits down on some like, yo, I don't want no beef, but I was defending myself. And, security or police, whoever was there, was kind of like trying to get the other two men.
In a substantial shift in the situation, the arrest of Harlem rapper Jim Jones, following a furious public brawl with his ex-boyfriend Chris Lampkins, stunned, but did not completely surprise fans of Jim Jones and Chrissy, who are known for their intense and often turbulent relationship as shown on television. In a packed public area, witnesses said emotions erupted and a disagreement descended into mayhem. In addition to bystanders, law officers also noticed the altercation. Although hip-hop has long attracted attention both on and off screen, this most recent event raises serious issues of the cost of loyalty, public conflicts, and the constant scrutiny of celebrity. Several eyewitnesses said that the evening began innocently enough when Jim Jones and Chrissy happened to run into Chrissy's ex-boyfriend while out for a casual outing. The mood instantly shifted, and despite the cordial greetings at first, it quickly became apparent that there were still unresolved emotions between the two men. Things heated up after a verbal altercation that was allegedly disrespectful. Chrissy's former partner reportedly said something about her that seemed intentionally disrespectful to those around her. Jim Jones, who has never hesitated to defend his loved ones, was obviously upset. Jones, who has a reputation for being fiery and aggressive from his upbringing in Harlem, was determined to keep the problem under control. According to witnesses, the rapper spoke to the ex while displaying a mix of defensiveness and rage in his body language. A verbal sparring session was the first. According to a bystander who wished to remain anonymous, the debate between the two men turned into a physical brawl as they were trading blows, leaving onlookers stunned. They were arguing 1 minute, and Jim wasn't holding back the next. Videos of the incident that quickly surfaced on social media showed the chaotic scenario, and despite their efforts to break up the confrontation, things just got worse. Other cameras depict the physical altercation between the two men in front of shocked bystanders, while other footage depicts the initial argument. Jim Jones was handcuffed and transported to a nearby police vehicle when local police officers noticed the ruckus and arrived on the scene in a matter of minutes. At this time, his expression was a mix of frustration and resignation. Although it is unclear whether Chrissy's ex-boyfriend was also arrested or if he plans to press charges, Jones was charged with assault and disturbing the peace, depending on the specifics of the case.
Bro, let's break it down. I watched it quite a bit. Because I was like, wait, Jim was in front of these people.
Yeah.
And so, which would say that someone came behind him. And there's older people in front of Jim Jones.
Which is probably the most unfortunate part, is that one of the old people got knocked down, if you saw.
I think that old man got hurt bad.
He might have been hurt. He wasn't involved.
But it looks as if the people behind Jim, jumped on Jim. Because then Jim's in a position where he lifts the dude up and basically...
The renowned hip-hop group Dipset's member Jim Jones has previously made headlines for reasons unrelated to his musical career. Jones has always had street reputation, but when his finesse has been tested, this credibility has occasionally landed him in embarrassing positions. Furthermore, the public has been quite interested in his relationship with Chrissy, especially after they appeared on Love and Hip Hop. Although the couple has a solid basis in love, their relationship has not been without challenges. As social media was inundated with watching the altercation, fans and commentators had various reactions to the news of Jones's arrest. Seeing the rapper's acts as proof of his loyalty, many applauded him for standing up for Chrissy. Say what you want about Jim, but he's always been a real one, a Twitter user commented. Someone else said, he might have gone too far, but love will make you do crazy things. Others were less understanding, emphasizing the risks of engaging in public debates, particularly for discussions of how public figures deal with conflict, and the strain of being under constant scrutiny for Jim Jones have also been reignited by the episode. There may be professional and legal ramifications to this most recent dispute. High-profile figures like Jones, you have to be smarter when you're in the public eye. A fan wrote in an Instagram remark, the pursuit of assault charges might lead to court appearances, penalties, or even jail time. Furthermore, the extensive media coverage of the occurrence may overshadow his music and commercial ventures, thereby further damaging his reputation. Some are calling on the rapper to exercise better discretion moving ahead, while Jones' admirers are standing by him and begging the courts to be forgiving. The altercation is a stark reminder of the ease with which emotions may erupt and the consequences of letting them do so in public settings. The focus is on Jim Jones's future. Will he face significant legal problems, or will this be settled as, in the often tumultuous realm of celebrity drama? What impact will this have on his relationship with Chrissy, who has played a significant role in his life for years? And another headline: there is no doubt that this incident will be talked about for weeks to come, regardless of whether you see it as a transient mistake of judgment or as an overreaching act of loyalty. The tale of Jim Jones' public altercation with Chrissy's ex adds even more complexity to the rapper's complex life story.
Yeah, it didn't even look the energy Jim was getting, even when it ended, was like, hey, I don't know what happened, So hopefully that whole
In a substantial shift in the situation, Jim Jones, a rapper from Harlem, was jailed after a furious public brawl with Chrissy Lynn's ex-boyfriend. Witnesses said that tensions increased and that the altercation turned chaotic in a packed public area. Jones was arrested as a result of the confrontation, which attracted the attention of both law officers and bystanders. This most recent incident raises serious concerns about the cost of loyalty, public altercations, and the constant watchfulness of fame. Fans of Jim Jones and Chrissy Layman, who are known for their intense and frequently fiery relationship, as demonstrated on Hip Hop and Love, have long drawn attention, both on and off screen. Jim Jones and Chrissy were out on a casual outing when they unexpectedly ran into Chrissy's ex-boyfriend, according to multiple eyewitness testimonies. Despite the pleasant greetings at first, it quickly became apparent that there were still unresolved tensions between the two, and the atmosphere instantly altered. Then things heated up after a verbal altercation that was allegedly disrespectful. Reports state that Chrissy's ex-boyfriend made a statement about her that appeared intentionally disrespectful to everyone in her vicinity. Jim Jones, who has never hesitated to defend his loved ones, was obviously upset. Jones, who has a reputation for being fiery and aggressive from his upbringing in Harlem, was determined to keep the problem under control. According to witnesses, the rapper spoke to the ex while displaying a mix of defensiveness and rage in his body language. A verbal sparring session was the first. The station grew physical as the two men bartered. One witness, who wished to remain anonymous, described blows in a scene that astonished observers. They were arguing 1 minute, and then it seemed like they were engaged in a full-on battle. Jim was clearly heated and wasn't holding back. Images of the incident showed the chaotic scene and were quickly shared on social media. The first argument is captured in a few films. Others note that throughout the physical altercation, the two men were surrounded by a throng of appalled bystanders, which inevitably attracted the attention of the local police. Police officers arrived on the scene within minutes, detained Jim Jones, and drove him to a nearby police vehicle. At this time, his expression was a mix of frustration and resignation. Although it's unclear if Chrissy's ex-boyfriend was also arrested or if he plans to press charges, Jones was charged with assault and disturbing the peace, depending on the specifics of the case.